Hi, I'm Sandy Schreck, and we're here for our how-to series on LBR Educates. Today what we're looking at is a dozen roses. So we're going to start with a little bit of a flared vase. This is one of our vases in our line. Also comes in a red version. But I'll start with roses, giving them a fresh cut, coming in, and you remove any of the foliage that's going to go below the water line. You're going to remove. And I'm going to start with 5 on the base, and as I'm putting them in, I'm crossing those stems. So my next insertion is going to come in from the front to the back and go over that, and then I do that pattern again, crossing that, and then the last one. And so each one of those crosses over the middle X in there. And that allows us to form a grid right through the center. And so next what I'll do is come in with a couple pieces of Floral to just enhance that structure that's in there. And I'm going to do the same pattern where I'm coming in and crossing those stems in over. So you don't want any of that foliage under the water as well. See, I got a little leaf that went down in there. So you take a look, and we're not going to do a ton of adjusting as we're making this dozen roses. We're going to start in a pattern. We're going to do 5, then we're going to do 3, 3, and 1. And so I'll just continue on that pattern here. And so now you can see when I insert that rose up in here, it's able to stand up on its own. So, and I've got a nice clean vase coming in, but you can see that my flowers have formed enough of a grid that I'm able to just do that insertion and it stays in place. On my dozen roses, I like to do a little bit more of a canopy design rather than real pointed, just to get the most value that I can out of the roses. And then right now I'm going to come in with a couple more pieces of Floral. And so these are going to come across and kind of go through the middle there, but it'll be a little bit more of a tighter insertion, and that helps to tighten up those last placements when you come across. So now's when I'm going to make some adjustments and place some of the flowers. Just adjust them, and you can see how they stay in place and form that great dozen rose design. By not overgreening the base, I want to add some other textural influences. So you can add some filler flowers. In this case, eucalyptus is really a strong greenery right now, and it brings in kind of that gray tone. So I have some of the baby eucalyptus here that I'm adding in as a textural accent, and then as another textural piece, I'm just going to come in and add some of the seeded eucalyptus. And just to get as many insertions as I can out of this, I take a look and see how I can break it down so that here I can get 2 good pieces out. I'm going to come in with that and then kind of split it throughout so I get more coverage. And so you just come in behind your rose, get it into the water nice and split it, and then we'll do another half piece here. And so then just take a look. I did end up with a couple piece of foliage under the water. Do one final adjustment, and as I do my count, lots of times I'll do a count in 3s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so that I'm not counting, spending a lot of time counting. But that's our dozen roses for LBR Educates. I'm Sandy Schreck, and this is our how-to series.